Hey everyone, welcome back to Is It Worth Seeing Theatrically? I'm Chris, your guide figuring out if the latest cinematic release deserves your hard-earned cash and a trip to the big screen. Today, we're diving into episode 22 and we're talking about Locked. A film that's got nobody buzzing. A film that was originally announced 2 years ago with Glenn Powell and Anthony Hopkins. It's a remake of an Argentinian film called 4x4, and it stars Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins in it.
Ah, good. It's starting.
Yeah, that's what you say. I can never figure out when the hell the studio logos end and the actual movie begins. All right, let's see what you got, Fox. Oh, I bet that's a sea monster. Oh, that's not the movie. Yeah, I think I heard of them. Here we go. Movie! Well, now that seems intentionally misleading. All right, someone's coming to town. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, all right, period movie. Oh, not a period movie. Oh, this guy's in trouble. Can't wait to hear his story. Oh, come on!
So, all joking aside, there are 11 studios that help fund this movie. So you do have to sit through 11 different studio logos before the movie even starts. The story, pretty simply, is Bill Skarsgård he's needing to get his vehicle back so that he can go to work. Is kind of how we're introduced to this character, but then he is trying to steal or grift money in order to pay for it. He comes across this car in a lot, and it's a nice looking car, but honestly, never heard of a Dolphus or a Dolus. So I probably would have been questioning the validity of this vehicle in the lot. But it's unlocked. He gets in trying to steal, and he can't get out. And as he's trying to break out, he realizes that the car is actually kind of designed as like a jail. And Anthony Hopkins is the voice that calls him up and tells him that his car has been stolen 6 times before, and the police did nothing about it, so he's decided to do something and take justice into his own hands. And from there, you think you're in for a thriller. Like, maybe this is potentially going to be like Phone Booth. Or Buried with Ryan Reynolds, where it's like a one location style movie and the actor that's in the movie is kind of driving it because their performance is so good. And instead, I don't know if this movie is meant to be like a joke, if it's meant to be an angry rant for the writer to just kind of put on paper his feelings about the way police are handled and justice is done in society and how society is and everything. And so it doesn't really scratch any itch. It's just ultimately, at the end of it, this is the movie. Congratulations, you just sat there for an hour and a half and watched a movie. It was put to film. It didn't do anything. It didn't further any discussion about what's going on. It didn't manage to actually have a clear purpose as to what it was trying to do. It was just, here's a movie. Here's Bill Skarsgård in a vehicle slowly dying as Anthony Hopkins is torturing him, and it just never quite gets to a point where it's like, oh, this is fantastic, or this is great. Instead, it gets to a point where it's like, none of this was earned. None of it made any, like, there wasn't a real reason behind half of what was going on. It just seemed like it was somebody's way to rant. But it wasn't in any way, I would say, the worst movie I've seen. I just wouldn't recommend this movie in the theater. I wouldn't recommend anybody go see this movie. It's just, it unfortunately is a movie that exists. If you happen to catch it on TV, it's got some moments that are kind of funny, even though I don't think that was the purpose of it. I don't think it was intentionally meaning to be funny, but it ended up being funny all the same. So, if you happen to catch it streaming, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all my subscribers. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.